which is when the Archduke of Ferdinand gets assassinated.
Hold on, just for clarification. So we lost the war. You're glossing over it.
We lost the Revolutionary War.
We are under British rule.
So we're Brits.
We're
Yes,
Brits.
Got it.
We've been broken down, and we're just okay.
And we skipped the Civil War.
All hail the Queen. Well, we don't really have the Civil War because Civil War was all about slavery, and
which is not necessary with the cotton gin.
no, slavery is necessary with the cotton gin, but Britain and other countries were more permissive of
so there's
slavery.
still slavery.
Yes, definitely, there's still slavery.
Don't be silly. It's just cotton gin or no.
We don't have a democracy to challenge that. We have a monocracy, monarchy.
Well, I have a question about that because Britain also got rid of slavery.
Huh?
They were not.
So why wouldn't we get rid of slavery too?
They
as
were
part of it?
participating in slavery. They were shipping slaves. And
Yeah, but they stopped. They don't do it today.
Well, it's because the cotton gin
we
wasn't
haven't got to
invented then.
today yet.
Yeah.
But
We're still trying to get to World War I. You won't let them.
But
The cotton gin's still on its way over from.
but
cotton gin had been there.
But you're saying that slavery would still be around, that there would
believe
be
so,
no
yes.
Civil War.
He believes it to be.
You believe that had the cotton gin been invented 200 years earlier, there would still be slaves today in America?
Yes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that doesn't make sense.
Now it's getting
Why?
interesting.
Why does that? Why? You think that?
Because the British got rid of slavery as well, unrelated to us.
What year?
I don't know. This ain't my gig. I'll tell you about Elvis. But it doesn't matter when they got rid of it.
Tell him the real fucking. Give him the knockout. Fucking British. Just knock the fucking mouthpiece out of their mouth.
So
Go.
Archduke of Ferdinand is assassinated in 1914.
Okay.
Start World War I, the war to end all wars.
And now we are British. While this starts, we are not.
That's right.
So instead of waiting 3 to 4 years to join the battle, we go right into it with
Which
England.
war are you talking
World
about?
War I.
World War One.
Yeah.
And how many years before we joined in?
It took 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years before we
Yes.
joined in World War
Yes.
One. All right.
You're trying to get him. You're trying to get him.
We tried to stay neutral. We prevented. We were against shipping arms over. That's when we had the Lusitania get sunk by German U-boats.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
So
just fact checking.
Just as a side note, slavery in the UK ended in Europe ended 30 years before it did in America.
and since they're making such money over here, so that
Don't go back.
Okay,
Don't go
so-
back. Forward.
So bam, war starts. Rather than we put 4.7 million boots on the ground in World War I. Now instead of it happening 3 to 4 years
All
later,
bought at a discount from Walmart.
now instead of it happening 4 years later, we put the exact same amount of troops in that Russia did, 12 million troops. So we have 24 million troops going against Germany, who's only had
I just have a question.
12
because
million.
You said how long did it take for the United States to enter the war?
about 3 years.
All right, the war was only 4 years long.
You said World War I or II?
One.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, us joining the war is what pretty much helped end it.
I see. All right,
The
you said
United
4
States.
years before you changed it. You changed it to 3.
Three. Keep
I'm
going.
just asking.
Keep going.
Okay.
This don't bury the haymaker.
So we pretty much spanked Germany, and we do. We spanked Germany, and that is what causes Adolf Hitler to not be able to come into power.
Also, Italy and Japan entered the war
Oh, they did.
as well. That helped tip it.
But 4.7 million troops are going in right at the beginning.
I see.
They're right there. They're at the head. They're pushing. They're the front.
Well, question about that. Just a question. Because we wouldn't have the same army and navy that we had if we were part of Britain. You're talking about a whole an entire country's resources joining the war as opposed to the resources that England already had.
No, it's in addition to the resources England already had. England came in with 8 million. We came in with 4.7 million. Again, 3 years later. So now we're putting that 4.7 million right at the front.
Right at the front, which will probably end the war. Cut it right in half.
So you think
And
that...
we have all-
So
we have-
just hold on one second. Just a question. You think Britain, a small island...
No, they're not small. Our United States is part of Britain. That is Britain.
Right. Let me ask you. You say that Britain at the actual island over there has an army of how many people?
4.7 million.
And then how many did we send in?
No, we sent in 4.7 million. They sent 8 million in.
Okay, so you think that
How are 5 million people getting over there, incidentally?
What? Ships.
Ships? Okay.
Ships.
That's what the Lusitania was. The Lusitania was a passenger ship that was sunk.
Yeah, how many fucking trips are they making with 5 million fucking people?
The same trips that they made 3 years later, they're making 3 years earlier.
You don't have to address their questions.
But why?
What?
Why didn't you tell me this 20 minutes
You don't
ago?
have to address it, though.
But why would the country of what country is England at this point in your world?
But they're the UK.
They're still England.
United Kingdom. Okay,
Which we're a part
they
of.
would keep 4 million soldiers and a full army and navy here, as well as the 8 million.
You're saying they don't have in any of their
I'm not saying anything. I'm asking a question.
You're saying we're a European territory.
we are a UK territory
With their own fully formed army.
with a part of the army of the UK. We're just we're just across the pond,
Got you.
enforcing the boundaries of the
Got
UK on the Pacific side.
Got you.
So now they're
From
covering
3,000
both.
miles away.
Stop
Got it.
answering him. Just to give, like
You're
I
weakening
said,
your argument.
yeah, you've taken so long to get to the haymaker. Now nobody cares.
Oh no, I care.
So again, we're
I think you should have given that $5 to the fucking skull. If I'm going to be honest with you.
So again, we're a different country, and
What are we called?
well, we'd still be part of the United Kingdom. Again, we wouldn't be America. We wouldn't have the same shape we do because we wouldn't have states like we do. Because just like over in the UK, it's one United Kingdom.
Okay, got it.
What do you mean? The country wouldn't be the same shape?
Oh, I don't know because that country was made by treaties between the United States and the Mexicans.
No, you're saying it would be divided up differently.
It could have larger borders on the top and bottom. Actually,
That's
the whole
it.
larger part would be Canada because
It's
Canada
not
was.
important. It's not important. He can ask it, but you don't have to address it. You just ignore it.
So
we're just supposed to mock him.
Yeah.
So because because the United Kingdom decimated Germany in World War I, we don't have Adolf Hitler in the position of power that he got because his rise to power was based on
The fact that they lost World War One.
that they lost World War I. And
So them
they
losing
felt
World War One again.
They felt they lost it in the wrong way. They conceded instead of just getting spanked like they should have done if we had put 4 million boots on the ground at the beginning of the war. So thus again, we would not have
Tie it
Adolf
up.
Hitler.
Tie it up. Bow tie.
Because
That was the haymaker.
No Hitler. No Hitler. No Holocaust.
6 million
6
people
million
not
Jews
dying.
alive.
way
at least
we
6
lost-
million
Because of the
Jews,
cotton
the
gin.
gypsies, the homosexuals, all not being mass executed
We know one
because
of the
of one
quotes
some
off
house
of
painter.
this week's episode.
Yeah.
The gypsies, the homosexuals.
Yeah, because Europeans were never known to be barbaric.
I mean,
And so the influences of the United
I
Kingdom,
would think that Hitler would be fucking more likely.
no, because they got spanked so
Right,
thoroughly,
and now they got this massive
they've lost the
country.
will. Instead of having 3 or 4 years of seething in this war that they're kind of winning but they're kind of losing, and then having to concede, that's what he came to power upon.
Or maybe the war never would have
So
started
then,
anyway. To
because the
your
United
point.
Kingdom is influencing America,
Trying to
we
help
don't
him
have
now. He's not even
baseball.
paying attention.
We don't have baseball. We don't have football. We don't have anything that we know as our
our own.
core. We only have what is known as the English core.
Why couldn't baseball start? Like, what's stopping?
It could.
Well,
It's just
why
an
hasn't
option of
baseball
cricket.
caught on in England?
I mean, I can't. I don't have an answer for
I mean,
that.
football isn't even caught in England. We're just flying over there for some reason now.
And they still don't even care about football. They don't care about American sports.
They got Odell
Right.
Beckham Jr.
So you're
up there
saying
going,
we have
whatever.
we have
want to watch
no-
some guy kick a ball around and maybe score a goal in an hour.
Even though we're an ocean away, we still have no national identity with our own customs, our own games.
We do, but the monarchy keeps it knocked down, just like Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a ban on all baseballs and
There's no
bats.
ban on baseball.
just will never
It's
come
not
to
as popular.
be.
Baseball is lacrosse. Is what lacrosse is today.
Michael Jordan's going to grow up to be a cricket player. He's not going to grow up to be a basketball player.
Oh, no, he's not. Slavery's still in existence.
Yeah. Well, he plays for free.
Is that it? You done?
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
You, look at that. Look at that one thing being introduced early. Look at all how the world
I
changed.
still don't know what
Thus
the
the
mountain
country.
has to do with anything. What does the mountain have to do with anything?
Because the world as we know it is totally changed for the good or for the worse.
well,
That's
if
for you to
slavery's
decide.
still in existence, I'd say for the worst.
Yeah, but the Holocaust didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can't break a few, make an omelet without breaking a few black eggs. Just, Jews are cool. Black, sorry, no, not so great for you. No Negro League.
Wow.
Hold on. Okay, now, Frank, before I go to you, Brian,
Yeah.
impressed or unimpressed? See, that's where I want to get, we'll do that too. We'll have celebrity judges
Right.
along with the
Got
professors.
it. It's almost like, yeah.
So then I'll go to the celebrity. Before we hear from the real judges, I'll go
Right.
Brian Johnson from Comic Book Men. Impressed or unimpressed?
I was impressed with his passion and steamrolling ahead despite things that made no sense, claims that were baseless, the pure speculation. I don't see
The
it
whole
happening.
thing is speculation, though.
Right. I don't see the cotton gin as being that instrumental in world history as to completely change it so where to this day slaves are still like, well, this sucks. But, we're part of Europe, so what are you going to do?
Get free healthcare.
Right. Factually.
Impressed or unimpressed?
Oh, it's one or the other?
Yeah.
Unimpressed.
Brian Quinn of Impractical Jokers.
Oof. Well, I'm certainly impressed that he considers himself a smart person. That's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, harebrained doesn't even begin to fucking start this discussion. He fucking even fake facts he messed up.
What fake facts did he mess up?
Any ability to fucking make up facts, he screwed it up.
How did he screw it up, though?
The whole
what fact
slavery
did
thing.
What?
The fact that
You really think America is just going to give up having the...
is this going to happen to the judges when you ask them? As a celebrity guest, can I expect to get
But it's not America giving up, it's the UK giving up slavery. Why? When they're making money hand over fist over it.
because they did it already before we did.
30 years? In
Yeah.
current history.
Yeah.
And that was after the
In our
Revolutionary
history.
War.
In our timeline, yes, they do. But in Git'em's timeline that he's creating
Right.
for the show, they don't. You have
Because-
to respect
Right.
his timeline.
Because we get blown
So in
out
his
of the water for the
timeline, they're
Revolutionary
like,
War.
whoa. Maybe there's something to this slavery thing. It's been working out so far. We got this cotton gin thing now, which is going to really fucking increase
But it's
production.
not us. That's what's England. That's what the Queen is saying. The King is saying.
Queen and the king are like, let there be slaves.
No, just business as usual.
Okay, status quo.
They've done it. They did it for hundreds of years. What's a couple hundred more years? When
ask the slaves.
Well, no, I'm just saying. But you think you're so fucking ready to fucking kiss their ass because they did it a couple hundred years earlier than we did.
30 years.
30 years. Yeah, I'm like, they were so progressive. Why are we in the dark ages?
I mean, it is a generation of people not living in slavery. That's pretty impressive.
Well, are you impressed or unimpressed?
Unimpressed.
Unimpressed.
Unimpressed. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you know
and
what?
I got to tell you, the visual,
they can hurt him.
yeah, it looks like a postage stamp in the middle of a billboard.
He wanted to print it bigger, but we don't have enough ink.
That's a pretty.
And the fact that the lightning bolts go in the same direction is kind of like a weird design choice.
Take a picture of that so we can post it.
Oh, I'll put it on the blog. There you go.
Give us some. Did he get any fives?
No.
He didn't get a 5?
No.
What would you give him a 5 on?
The fucking presentation.
Fucking stammering?
The visual presentation.
I will say this.
Fucking turning red-faced in
I did,
anger?
I did
Freezing
give
up.
him a 4. I will say I gave him a 4 on presence because he looked at everyone, which was great. He interacted with everyone. He was very passionate, waving his fists. I mean, that
I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah,
What an orator.
The body language, the poise, the contact with public, that was all great. Language skills, little on the lower side. The butchering of the monarchy and mechanized, right? Got hurt
Mechanical eyes.
on that. Yeah. Organization. If you want to see what I put for organization, here's what I wrote on my notes.
Huh?
That's
You
what
still gave him a 3, though.
I know. Well, mastery of subject. He was able to answer questions with your help, which is great. So, visual aids. The thing with the handout that I would ask if another